Alright guys, Lifting Titan here with We Are Realms Gaming, and today I am going to go over some Photoshop artwork that I have done for class. It's actually going to be the Ecliptal wolves right here. If you'd like to follow me on ArtStation, it is liftingtitan.artstation.com. Let's go ahead and hop into the actual composition and art. So this was for my Adobe Photoshop 1 class over at Red Rocks Community College. And I just kind of want to go over kind of everything. If you guys can't see the layers, it's on my second screen. So I actually started with... I actually just started with the woods background. And I was like, I really want to kind of showcase some wolves because I spiritually, wolves are just amazing. And so I actually did the first wolf here. And then I went in and added the eclipse. So we just had an eclipse and there was some really good healing I did. This was kind of the start point. The eclipse was actually down at the bottom to start. Then I was like, you know what? I want to do some other coded stuff. So I actually made 2 other Photoshop documents just to make things easier. I'm sure my professor will be thrilled about that. But this Galaxy Wolf, if you go into the Smart Object, it is actually a picture of this wolf here. I then made it black and white. I then actually added a slight watercolor texture. So if you guys actually look at it, it actually added a lot of, it made the fur up here pop a little bit more and add a bit of texture. And then I went ahead and added the galaxy on top of that. I made that a smart object so I could edit it. I then also went in and did, this is the spiritual wolf that is howling up at the eclipse. And if you guys see again, I did another smart object to make things easier. So it was originally this picture of the wolf howling. Again, I made it black and white. I then took a picture of a mountain. So if you guys, it's literally just this, and I masked it. And again, I feel like from a spiritual standpoint, right, you want to have things be grounded. And if you look, I kind of made sure that all of the details in the wolf, so if you look at the wolf fur and kind of how it's patterned, the rocks actually worked really well on it and made it very interesting. And then I also did a brightness and contrast on it to kind of make it pop more. I then added those 2 into the composition. I made this wolf very, very transparent because it's the spiritual side. The anger wolf I did do slightly transparent just because I wanted it to, it's inside the main wolf, right? The anger. I then took an eclipse and added that into the main wolf's eyes. So if you zoom in really, really close, the main wolf sees the eclipse, right? And I thought that was a really stunning effect to do on the wolf's eyes. So that is the wolves. I then went ahead and decided to, this is actually a picture of a waterfall. But it does a really cool kind of like beaming up, like wispy effect. And I really wanted to showcase that as, the wolves are, ascending towards the eclipse, right? They're healing, they're doing their ascension. I then added a gradient fill to kind of make this pop just a little bit more. I then went ahead, guys, and I added a layer of, let me see if I can double click on that. It's basically this image right here, which is basically, I think it's just in the Black Forest in Germany, just some really wispy, fun clouds that I wanted to add. And I was supposed to be an emulation of a Photoshop artist, so I actually did Louisa Alva something. So if you look, right, obviously I can't just watercolor. I actually used a few different brushes here to get kind of this watercolor fun effect. I went in and I used the charcoal brush. Actually, there we go. I ended up using the all-purpose blend, the scratch blend, the foliage mix, and the charcoal brush to really kind of hone in and get that. If you guys see, right, it looks kind of watercolory. If you zoom in actually on this side here, you guys can kind of see that foliage kind of come through, which kind of created a cool effect. And then I pretty much layered the charcoal and all the other brushes over it on a layer mask. I then went in and added the color gradient to give it that effect. And wow, look at that, guys. That really made everything pop into the final composition. And since the wolf is in the woods and is having a spiritual moment, i.e. me, I really wanted to kind of have the, clouds and the watercolor portion kind of really make it look like the wolf was, stepping out of the beam of light into the, quote, real world, doing its healing, stuff like that. So that is the final composition. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys like the walkthrough, and I will see you guys next time.